You've heard of him, but you've never really seen him. You've seen his name embroidered on church banners. You've heard him used in prayers, weddings, and funerals. You've watched him quietly hang on stained glass windows, still, soft, and sanitized. But I have to tell you, the Jesus you've been shown is a shadow, a version made for comfort, but not for truth. Because the real Jesus, he doesn't just fit into your life, he confronts it. He turns it upside down. And when you finally see him, you'll never be the same. Centuries of art and empire gave us a safe Jesus. He's always glowing, always gentle, and always fragile. But the man born to a teenage girl in a dusty town under Roman rule, he didn't come wrapped in political power or religious privilege. He came homeless, a refugee child on the run from a murderous king. He wasn't a white guy, and he wasn't a European icon. He was a brown-skinned Jew raised in Nazareth, a place so forgotten that people literally asked, could anything good come from Nazareth? He wasn't surrounded by royalty. He walked with fishermen, zealots, prostitutes, lepers, tax collectors, and the demon possessed. This was no soft, mystical man. This was a warrior of compassion. He didn't fit into systems. He disrupted them. He didn't bow to culture. He confronted it. And still, we made him tame. We airbrushed the scars. We dulled his words. We made him quiet so we could stay comfortable. But the real Jesus, he was not safe. And he was not quiet. And he wasn't here to be popular. The Son of God didn't come to coddle the world. He came to shake it to its core. This is the Jesus who stared into the eyes of demons, and they begged him to let them flee. This is the Jesus who stood in the middle of a storm, and with a single word, the sea went silent. This is the Jesus who told religious leaders, you clean the outside of the cup, but inside you're full of greed and self-indulgence. He called them hypocrites. He didn't flatter them. He exposed them. And this is the Jesus who walked into the temple, his Father's house. And when he saw people being exploited in the name of God, he didn't just get upset. He made a whip and drove them out. One man flipping the tables of an entire corrupt religious economy. That's not gentle Jesus, meek and mild. That is righteous fury in flesh and blood. He was the most uncompromising voice of truth the world had ever heard. And that's exactly why they crucified him. You don't get nailed to a Roman cross for being polite. You get crucified when you threaten everything people use to stay comfortable in their skin. And don't confuse boldness with cruelty. Jesus wasn't just strong. He was tender in ways the world had never seen. This is the man who paused on his way to perform a miracle because a bleeding woman reached for his cloak in secret. She didn't even ask out loud. She just touched him in hope. And Jesus stopped the whole crowd. He saw her. He honored her. He restored her dignity. Now, he's the same Jesus who looked at the woman caught in adultery, dragged into public like an animal, shamed, trembling, waiting to die. He didn't shame her. He stooped down to the dirt beside her, and he said to her accusers, "Let the one without sin cast the first stone." And every rock dropped. Every accuser walked away. And Jesus, who was without sin, said, "Neither do I condemn you. Now go and leave your life of sin." See, he didn't excuse sin, but he didn't throw stones either. He offered truth wrapped in mercy, judgment wrapped in grace, and every person he touched never walked the same again. You know the story of the manger, the baby, the shepherds, the star. But he is not coming back as a baby. The next time he comes, it will not be in silence. It will not be with lullabies. It will be with a shout that splits the sky. He will come riding on the clouds, his eyes like fire, his voice like rushing waters, a sword proceeding from his mouth. Every knee will bow, not from pressure, but from undeniable glory. The world will try to hide, but no one will be able to ignore him. No more political debates, no more theological filters, no more softened messages. The King is coming, not to be mocked, but to reign. So let me ask you again, which Jesus have you followed? The airbrushed version? The politically correct version? The version that fits into your comfort zone and never asks for surrender? Or do you know the real Jesus, who sees your sin but still calls your name, who confronts your idols but fights for your soul? Because here's the truth. He doesn't want part of your life. He wants all of it. Not to take something from you, but to awaken something inside you. The courage, the calling, the fire you were born to carry. You don't invite him into your heart like a guest. You fall to your knees and say, "My God, my Lord, everything I am is yours." And he's not what they told you. He's not the image the world sold you. He's not a mascot, and he's not a myth. He's definitely not a fairy tale. He is the Son of God. He is the Lamb who was slain. He is the Lion of Judah, and he is coming back. You've heard of him your whole life, but now you've finally seen him. And the only question left is, what will you do with him? God bless you, my friends.